Good morning. I hope everything's going great for you today. I'm glad you tuned in again. Just wanted to recap. The last time I talked with you, we spoke about the young lady who had given a baby up because she needed to at the time, and that I helped her set up a family tree, which we're currently working on, and having her do her DNA to attach that. Again, to give the mom some peace that she has done all that she can to set up for a future attempt if this child feels like they need it to find her so that they can meet each other. And I hope it works out. I hope it's a good solution to a difficult issue. By creating the family tree and naming the baby boy or girl, not really giving away too much of that information, and adding the family history for the mother and father, depending on how everything is. And then the baby having DNA to refer to if the baby wants to get their DNA done, we should be able to connect. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about who do you want to look for. I started her family tree and I've been able to get a couple of generations back, but we're needing some more information because even though the names for this particular family are unique to me, there are quite a few of them in areas because when people landed in New York City or they landed in different ports, they would move into the area for their history, German, Dutch. A lot of times wherever they came from, those were the neighborhoods that they went to. Italian. On the East Coast especially, you see that quite often. And so the name may not be, you may think it's a very rare name until you put it in and realize there's 250 of them right there with the same name. So I'm looking for some more information right now. So here's what I'd like to suggest to you today. We talked about the census. Figure out who it is you want to talk or who you want to work on. Do you want to work on a single individual? Do you want to work on an entire line? Are there several people you want to work on at one time? And what are you trying to do with this? Are you trying to write a book for the family? Are you just trying to get a group sheet together? Pick what you're trying to do and then go for that option. Just remember, what I have found is things evolve. So my best thought of looking for one person usually turns into, oh my gosh, I run into a wall on that person, but I didn't run into a wall on this person, so there I go, because it's just fascinating to me to continue on in the work. So figure out who you'd like to look for and what you're trying to do with that and begin to create that tree. Look for documents that pertain to those people and try to hang on to them. I wanted to tell you the story that came to me today was one of my great-grandfathers many, many generations back, left England on a boat, sailed to an island, fell in love with a woman, and I'm not sure how it comes to happen and I found this through documents. She's brought back to the United States as an indentured servant, not by him, but by some big commanding officer who will not let her go until her bill is paid. And so she works in his household for some time, and during that time becomes pregnant, either by my grandfather or whoever, doesn't matter. But my grandfather continued to pay, remember this is many, many generations back, to pay to take care of her in that household. Here she is working to pay off whatever the debt is, and then she's still having to be paid for because she's another mouth to feed. I don't understand things sometimes, and that leads me to today. I mention to you all the time, please, please watch your children, watch yourself. I do have some experience in law enforcement background, and I still today, when I get out of the car, try to really look around and see who's around in the parking lot. And I make eye contact with a lot of people, so I recommend you make eye contact and you let them know, hey, I see you, so that they know you're aware of your surroundings. When you come in or out of the store, take your keys, have them in your hand like this, you may get one shot at getting away from somebody who's trying to hurt you. We think this has just started today. It's just getting worse. I mean, if you read history, you'll find that grown men, big men, would go into a bar to have something to drink and find themselves on a ship 2 days later because somebody put something in their drink or knocked them out, hit them across the head, drug them down into a cellar until they could sell them to a ship captain to be put out on a ship. It's just becoming more evident today, and we're really speaking out about it because the attacks on children and women have really, really increased. I took the liberty this week to help some boys. I call them boys. They're probably 21 years old or so, but two pretty clean-cut looking kids who look like they were at that area of life where they could make some choices that could be really detrimental to their life. I helped them to get a bus pass, and before I let them go, I said, now you got to just give me a second of your time since I'm helping you, okay? And they listened, and I said, I want you to know that I'm the mother of 2 grown men, and I worry about those men today, and I know that your mothers worry about you, and if they don't, they should. I want you to know that people are out there that would hurt you. They would take you at whatever means necessary to take your organs, if nothing else, and leave you for dead. Please be careful. Go on, have a great life, hug your friends, make things better for yourselves, and don't put yourselves in situations that are detrimental to your life. That's my hope for all of us. I mean, things happen, but let's do our best to stay alert and take care of ourselves and be safe and make our children safe, because there are some really ugly people out there, and it's been going on forever. So thanks for listening to my story. I wanted you to take a look here. This is my picture, and I wanted to show you today. Let me see if I can bring it up for you. I am working on this one right now, and if you'll notice, I've had this head change position a couple of times, and I left it like this right now because I wanted to show you that your pictures will evolve as you're doing them, just like all our work does. And I have moved her head now so that it's more in proportion for what I'm needing. These are dancing girls. They're Folklorico dancers for the Hispanic community. Folklorico is a form of dancing that started in the 1960s by a woman who had a dance troupe. Her name was Amalia Hernandez. And it's a dance that brings in the many different cultures of Mexico. So these girls are out there doing it and enjoying it, and I'm trying to get that down on the canvas, and I hope that it will over time. But what I wanted to show you is there's no mistakes here. These are things that are improving over time, and I'm rearranging them. The same goes with your genealogy. I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to try and show you. Look at the date on this. I don't know if you can see it, but it's 1244. This is a line that I have taken several pages back from my grandparents, okay? And then you'll see other lines here that start, but I don't have a lot yet. They're a work in progress, like my painting is, okay? That's my point to you. Enjoy what you're doing. Do your best with it. Thanks for letting me share today. Again, be sure you talk to your children. Remember, I'm Native by Heart Art by Sean Shelton, and you can find me on YouTube. Please submit or subscribe. I'd love it. And your blood calls you, so go find it and hug your kids and stay close. Talk to you again. Bye.